Here are your directions for the Quality Children's Literature presentation. We are starting with the story of the week. So one of the things that we do in this course is every time you have a new presentation, I'm going to share a story with you. This is going to help you become familiar with children's literature that's available and see different genres of stories. So what you're going to do is click on the book, and it's going to be a video of the story, Hey Little Ant. Enjoy the story and then move on, because one of your projects is to listen to a story and brainstorm ways to use it in your classroom. So what you're going to do is head over to D2L right now and get the weekly literature file sheet that's in the week 1 folder, and you are going to listen to this project introduction video. This is the project that is the weekly literature sharing project. And then after you understand the directions, you're going to brainstorm ways to use Hey Little Ant on this weekly literature file sheet. This is going to be Dropboxed, and there'll be more directions at the end of the presentation. If you're stuck on ideas to use the book, you have no idea, you can follow this link and that'll get you started. I always like to check in with you and just share ways I would use the book, and what this is going to do is help you understand the activity a little bit more. If this week you can't come up with any ideas on your own, then jot down my ideas. But as we move through the weeks, I want you to become more skilled at looking at a text and figuring out how you could use it in your classroom. This is a video of how I would use Hey Little Ant in my classroom. And then remember, you're going to record your answers and maybe some of mine and Dropbox them in the weekly literature sharing Dropbox on D2L. If this was tricky, remember, don't worry. Here's that weekly class message we're always going to have. Take a chance to read it. And remember, there's that think about question. As you are listening to the presentation, jot down answers and make sure that you can answer that at the end of our presentation. Work your way through the slide. Here's a link to a Padlet board. This is a read-only slide. We're going to just watch how books can be sorted with this activity. Talking about the different formats of books, the different genres of books. Please watch the video on the right. This is also a video you're going to watch on sorting literature into genres. And one of the things we want to create in our classroom are text sets. Listen to this video of what a text set is. Where do we find books? This is really important because this is going to help you with your project coming up. So go through the slide, click on each of these links and browse those. And under the PDF in the week 1 folder, you're going to find resources there as well. How do you organize your literature in your classroom? Here are some ideas. Watch this video. And this is a great article on how to do a read aloud. If you've ever had a teacher that read to you with lots of enthusiasm and expression, you probably enjoyed that reading, as opposed to a teacher that really just read the words on the page in a very monotone voice. So here are the steps to being a good read aloud teacher. And here are some links. Right here, click on this link, and that's some do's and don'ts for doing a read aloud. Another way that we can share literature is through storytelling. So there's some links here. You can click on those and hear about the benefits. And last but not least, I'm going to introduce to you the Children's Book List project. This project is not due till later in the semester, but it's going to help you get started. Watch the project intro video, and the handout to the project is on D2L in the project folder. Here are your assignments for the week. You have nothing to Dropbox for participation, but you do have one Padlet board on slide 6. And then I'd like you to go to our class Facebook page and post a picture of your favorite picture book. Underneath the picture, write the genre of the book, and also take a minute to look at your classmates' favorite books. Maybe you have some connections there. You're going to be Dropboxing your ideas for Hey Little Ant, and you're going to head over to the next folder, which is actually that's not correct. It is week 1, part B, and you are going to find an article on technology, and that'll be correct on your presentation.